thick air misery, because it is something that you certainly may not enjoy sitting at your house the next couple of days if you don't have power. You've got a couple hours to still get out of town. We certainly encourage you to do that. If you need any other information, please look on our Dorchester County website. I certainly appreciate the partnerships that we've got here with Berkeley and Charleston County and all the municipalities. Everybody's doing a great job. Also, one last item, Dorchester County is putting sand out. If you need sandbags, there are several locations you can find on our website. We're putting out loads of sand, but we're probably going to run out of bags very soon. You need to bring your shovel and be prepared to fill them, and you got a limit of 10 bags. Thank you very much, and certainly appreciate it. Stay safe.
Now we'll hear from Town of Mount Pleasant Mayor Will Haney.
Thank you very much. I am Will Haney, Mayor of the Town of Mount Pleasant. One of the things I want to say directly to the people of the Town of Mount Pleasant, as you know, hour by hour there's a lot of uncertainty associated with this storm, but you have the power to introduce a degree of certainty, and that is to evacuate. Follow the governor's orders, follow your local leaders' advice, and get out now. The hurricane cannot hurt you if you're not here for it to hurt you, so we urge you to please evacuate. Our priorities are life, property, and then storm recovery. And if you will take care of yourself, and if you will make sure that your life is not put in danger by staying here in this uncertain storm, we, your local government, can continue to work those priorities. If you choose to stay, things might get out of order, and we don't want that, and we don't want any of our citizens to be injured in this storm. The town is and will continue to be as prepared as can be done. We don't ramp up based on the forecast. Once we started preparing for a storm, we were preparing for a worst-case scenario. So if you see the forecast changing, the town of Mount Pleasant is not deciding, oh, we better go to this level of preparation. We've been aiming for the highest level from the start. But it's up to you now to do the same. Secure your property and then get out of town. Our police chief is here. Our police patrols have been increased. Your neighborhood will be safe. As Chief Ritchie said in this room yesterday, if anyone is casing neighborhoods in Mount Pleasant for somebody to rob, while you're evacuated, you will run into a Mount Pleasant police officer, and it will not be a pleasant experience for you. Our police chief is here. Our fire chief is here. Our emergency coordinator is here. If any of the media have questions regarding the town of Mount Pleasant, I just want to ask you again, secure your property, take care of your life, and evacuate, and God bless the Low Country, and God bless the town of Mount Pleasant.
John Tecklenburg, City of Charleston, and I would like to echo and commend to our citizens the fine work of the coalition of the counties and the municipalities, our federal partners, all kind of folks engaged in this emergency management incident. So the governor issued his order now 2 days ago, and I know a lot of Charlestonians were like, oh, I'm going to wait and see how this storm does, and those projections just a couple of days ago showed it going to North Carolina and then maybe up toward Raleigh. Well, last night that really changed, and this is a really unpredictable hurricane, and now there's all kind of spaghetti models. Many of them have it coming mostly to South Carolina after that initial landfall. So this situation has changed. And so no more waiting around. It's time to make that decision, and the best thing for everyone to do is to get out of town. It's going to be lousy weather in Charleston. All the stores and everything's going to be closed. There won't be anything to do here. So go ahead and try to find a place to spend a good weekend, get out of here. If you don't have a car, you need shelter, please get to the bus stop by 6 o'clock so we can get you to shelter. Particularly if you're in a low-lying neighborhood, your home has flooded any time in the past, there's a good likelihood that it'll happen again. I hate to say it, but it's true. So if that's ever happened to your home or your neighborhood, please get out of town. Thanks.
Mayor Carroll?
Yes, sir. Thank you. It's kind of hard to follow the mayor of Charleston, but I tell you, I'm the mayor of Isle Palms, Jimmy Carroll. Since the governor's evacuation order on Monday, we encourage all low-lying barrier islands to evacuate. Our city personnel have done a great job. Our police, our fire are double-staffed right now. We encourage all of our residents to please get off the island, seek higher ground, go inland, go south. But, again, please listen to the media. We thank y'all for putting the word out there, and please stay safe. Leave the low-lying areas such as a Barry Allen. Thank y'all.
Mr. Barfield.
Hey, Butch Barfield, I'm representing the city of North Charleston and Mayor Stummy. You know, often this is a pretty serious message. We've got all the mayor and local officials here pushing our message out. On behalf of Mayor Stummy, communication is always a challenge and always a concern. Just like Mayor Tecklenburg talked about, if you've experienced flooding, our mayor is going door to door right now for those that have past damage with flooding in this area. He's door to door with our police officers, he's door to door with our fire people. Anyone that has experienced major damage in the past as a result of flooding, our mayor is approaching their door as we speak. This is a serious challenge. Please listen to what all these folks are talking about. Thank you on behalf of North Charleston. Stay safe.
Captain Reed.
Good afternoon. I'm Captain John Reed, the captain of the Port of Charleston, as well as sector commander for Coast Guard units in South Carolina and Georgia. I'd like to reiterate what's already been said, but heed the evacuation orders. Take the time now, as it is running out. Prepare your vessels, prepare your homes and your families for this storm. Coast Guard boats, aircraft, and stations are in the final stages of assuming a protective posture, which has severely degraded our ability to conduct search and rescue operations. Working with our port partners, we are progressing to a complete closure of the Port of Charleston and anticipate closing sometime tomorrow morning. Vessels will no longer be allowed inbound to the Port of Charleston as of this evening, approximately 2000 or 8 p.m. In coordination with our agency representatives at the county and state emergency operations centers, we are already developing objectives and staging for post-storm assessments and response operations. Our community and our lives will be impacted by Hurricane Florence. Take time now to complete your evacuation preparations and depart. If securing your vessel, remember to remove your personal locator beacons and emergency position indicating radio beacons from your vessels so we do not have to go after a false alert, putting lives of others at risk as they go out to search for an empty boat. If securing your vessel, and then finally, if you need to communicate your distress to the Coast Guard while you're on the water, do not rely on social media. Use 911 or your VHF FM radio to communicate that distress. Thank you.
Councilmember Sickey.
Thank you all very much. I'm Mike Seekings. I'm the chairman of CARTA, and as I look on the wall right now and as you watch from your homes today, it's 2:15 in the afternoon. We've been talking for 2 days about this storm. It is coming ever closer. It started 1,000 miles away. It's now less than 400 miles away, and at 6 o'clock, you heard that the county is going to suspend its operations of bus operations around the county. At 9 o'clock tonight, CARTA will suspend its operations. So between now and 9 o'clock, please make arrangements to do what you know you need to do, which is move from a place of danger to a place of safety. CARTA is currently running on the peninsula of Charleston an emergency hurricane route. It has 14 stops. It's a circulator route. It will bring you until 6 o'clock to the county. Until 9 o'clock, it will take you directly to a shelter. It will cease operations at 9. We'll continue our regular operations also until 9 o'clock tonight. And after that point, there will be no more service to get you from a place of danger to a place of safety. Mayor Haney really said it best. You can take the hardest part of the equation right out of this, and that is to put yourselves out of harm's way. CARTA is here to help you, but please work with us now as time is drawing short as opposed to a few days ago when we had a lot of time. If you find yourself in a position where you are stranded, the place to call is the emergency number that the county gave you, which is 843-746-3900. But as of 6 o'clock tonight, the major route for the county will be shutting down. At 9 o'clock tonight, both CARTA regular service and its emergency service for the hurricane downtown will be suspended, and operations will not commence until we've coordinated with all 3 counties before that goes. So please, if you haven't already done so, make arrangements, get to a stop. We will not leave you behind, but after 9 o'clock, there just will be no service out there. Please take hold of your own destiny here. Get out of harm's way. Get onto the buses, and we'll make sure that you're safe. Thank you all very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a few minutes for questions, so ask away. Anyone? Good. Okay.
For some reason, I think most people in this room have been through this rodeo before. It doesn't change. It's still scary. It's still threatening. And quite frankly, I hope everyone remains safe and pays attention to protect theirs and their family. something that has not been said. No one's mentioned hospital or medical services. Remember, the hospitals and nursing homes evacuated. So your accessibility to emergency medical is going to be real limited if you stay here. Thank you.
We do have Sasha will provide some details for the Spanish speaking.
Buenas tardes. Me gustaría comenzar destacando a nuestra comunidad que ahora es el momento de irse y encontrar un lugar o un refugio seguro. Las operaciones de autobús del condado de Charleston se llevará a cabo hasta las 6 p.m., dependiendo del clima. Este puede ser la última oportunidad para tomar un autobús y llegar a un refugio. Es nuestro entendimiento que el tráfico ha sido ligero durante el día. Aprovechen la inversión de carreteras en la I-26. La línea de información en español del condado de Charleston está activa. Llamen a esta línea si tienen preguntas sobre el huracán, transportación o refugios. El número es 843-746-3909. Esta línea está activa 24 horas hasta nuevo aviso. Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can